Okay, I think we're live now. Okay, I said we're delayed, but then right after that, Cody arrived. So we're getting started here. I'm gonna get the word out about the stream. So we've got Cody here playing Boba, and Two Moons playing Han Yellow, and he won a mirror match in the top 16. So. All right, that's enough self-promotion. All right. And I'm just going to go and give them the go-ahead to start because we are running a bit late. Here are the deck lists. They're also linked in the description if you want to look at them for yourself. So this is Cody's. It's Boba, and this is this is Two Moon's list. It's a pretty aggressive deck, I think, but it's got some more longer game stuff with the Hans and Wreckers and Poes. He's got Crate Dragons on the sideboard too, so I'm excited to see how this one ends up working. But it seems pretty aggressive, but maybe it's meant to go longer. And the score is gonna say Michael and Vika. Okay. All right. Best luck to both players. After this game, we are going to be streaming the Chicago Planetary Qualifier, so that's going to be exciting. In collaboration with Loopy from Late Night Gaming, who's on the ground playing today. He set up a camera. We're going to commentate remotely, so that'll be fun. This will be a good warm-up for my voice. It looks like Two Moons opened the Heroic Renegade, which means you can play it as a 4/1 if you want. You could also just go for this A-Wing. You guys are hearing everything, right? Should be. All right. And it looks like we're just going to see the Heroic Renegade straight up without the Han. Interesting. There are a lot of things that Two Moons could have that would, that Cody could have that would make the Han get in kind of rough. For example, Super Lizard Technician. Ian Crafty Smuggler, which we just saw resourced, so there's a Val play here. The Carabass isn't online just yet, but Two Moons can also like play out Akira or a K2 with the Han ability this round. And And it's going to be K2. All right. And Cody has the Super Laser Technician. I think he's thinking about ECL here, maybe, and decides against it. And the Renegade is going to take it out, just probably so it can't take out K2. Makes sense to me. Unless Cody manages to pull an overwhelming barrage. Cody's on Steadfast Battalion here. That's an interesting attack. It looks like Cody just claimed here instead of attacking with this gunship. I think that's fine. Oh, and he does pull the barrage off the top. Brutal. This is going to be a massive turn for Cody. It looks like he's not even barraging yet. And Kira's going to come in, probably call barrage to take it off the menu. I'm a bit surprised Cody didn't lead with it. Yep, and the call is barrage for that Kira. And it looks like we're going to see Steadfast come in. And the target's going to be the Heroic Renegade. Or maybe not. Target's going to be K2. All right. That stands a resource and should be 3 overwhelm damage. Yep. Tumon's thinking about what to do with this K2. I mean, knowing that hand, you're probably just going to, if you go for discard, it's probably just going to be no good to me dead. That's, I mean, you don't really care that much about that card, I think. Maybe it ends up being the barrage, which is useless right now. So I think I'd probably go damage here. Oh, he goes for the discard. All right. And it is no good. And Tumon's going to base with that Renegade. That's 4 to base. And Boba flips. He's totally safe. And he takes out the Renegade. And the 7th Fleet Defender joins the board here. Now, this is the turn where Tumon's can flip his Han Solo, but Han might just die pretty quickly. Kira is going to take out the Boba here. So Han won't die, I guess. And I guess he can cheat out both of these ships. So maybe there's a comeback in store here. Spark hits the barrage there. And then the Millennium Falcon comes down to join Han on his flip turn. And Cody's now just going to base, which means this Falcon's going to have to start doing cleanup duty here. Starts by taking out one mercenary gunship, but cut off one head and another takes its place here. Although Cody is out of cards, I think he has a Bazine in the resource row, but choosing not to play that right now. Ooh, that's a great top deck here for Cody. Double fire spray. And not a bad one for 2 moons either, with Wrecker plus Spark Rebellion. Although Spark kind of hurts right now. 2 moons is deciding to pay for the Falcon. Interesting. I don't know that I would have done that. But I guess, like, I mean, if you're just going to play a 3 and a 2, it's fine. It wasn't a second. I guess, yeah, no. All right, and there's Spark. And read him and weep. And fire spray hits the table. Carabas here can only do 5. Tim is thinking about what to do. He's not out of it yet, but I think he's pretty close. And he's just going to scoop it up. All right. Good game. Codyf13, our twice reigning champion now, taking the first game here. Let's talk about sideboards here. Cody's on some interesting ones. He's got Pillage in there, which could come in handy in this matchup. Although it might also not, depending on what his theory of it is. He might want some Aztec gunships for cleaning up that space arena. Change of Heart, I don't think it's going to come in. Crate Dragon, I don't think is going to come in. Maybe Fang Fighter does. I think Cody's on armors. He's on 2 armors in the sideboard, so if he's anticipating those coming in, he's probably going to bring in the Fang Fighters. Speaking of Cody, he does have those armors, and I think I do expect them to come in. Relentless Pursuit may also come in. Just another way to make that Boba unkillable. Palpatine's Return, I don't think is going to be useful in this matchup. The 3rd Bazine, the 3rd No Good to Me Dead, the 3rd McClunky. I don't know. Cody's Boba list here overall is interesting. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it. He's on a lot of things that aren't exactly standard. We saw the Steadfast Battalion in game 1. I think it's a great tech, especially for mirrors, which are becoming more common than ever. It's, if you have the initiative, being able to, flip Boba and then threaten to just steadfast their Boba out of existence before they can play an armor or something. It's great if you can pull it off. He's also on the 1 of Commission, which I think is really good and probably should be standard. It's really good in this matchup. Helps you get to a lot of things. But I mean, other than that, I mean, his like lower drop lineout is not exactly standard. I think we've seen a lot of people moving towards 3 Bazines and away from playing any copies of Crafty Smuggler. All right, but enough talking about the list. They're actually getting into the second game here. And Two Moons starts out with a Greedo. And Cody plays Mercenary. And Two Moons now can play Heroic Renegade for 1 here. And he's got 7 damage worthy units on board in the ground. Ooh, Tearing Raid. Two Moons has a lot of plays here. I think Cody's going to have to burn this ECL early just to save himself. He does have a Greedo on the follow-up, though, which is not bad. And the Falcon hits the table. And does some cleanup duty here. Ooh, Greedo goes into Greedo here. And we go into a new round. And we see both Azatuk and Fangfighter here. Alright, and Falcon is paid for. And Cody's hand is... Oh, Zuckuss is 5. I thought Zuckuss was a 6 for a second. I was like, he doesn't have a play. But no, he does. You can absolutely play this Zuckuss, and it's a pretty good one, too. One that Two Moves doesn't really have an answer for. Two Moves goes for a K2. Boba goes to base. And Two Moves takes initiative. Alright, this is the turn where Han can flip, but Han doesn't do much on his flip. He's just a guy. All right, Hotshot Blaster. Coming in to clear that Zuckuss. And what's K2 going to be? It's discard. And it looks like the discard is going to be McClunky here. And nope, it's 7th Fleet. All right. And a Hotshot Blaster of his own for Cody. That's going to be 6 to base, and he's going to ready 2 resources, which means he can play a replacement Zuckuss here. And this might be headed towards a Swift 2-0. Our Daring Red has the Zuck. And Cody claims. And Han and Falcon, it looks like, are just going to go to base. All right, Han goes into Boba. So 2 Moons has the Carabas active, which can kill either of these units here. But he doesn't really have a way to kill the other one. He doesn't really have a follow-up play. I mean, he can play like L3 and Fang Fighter. Or no, he can only play one of those. Or I guess he can play both with Han's ability. But he's gonna have to pay for the Falcon. So he's got 5 resources. And Carabas gonna take out the Zuckuss. All right, Cody goes for 7th Fleet. Fang Fighter knocks off that shield. Waylay, I think, is going to end this round here. Right up, Cody's just going to claim, allow that Falcon to trade into the 7th Fleet. And we're going on. Is there any point in resourcing here for 2 Moons? Ooh, and Cody got the Fire Spray, which means I think this game is over and done. Ooh, 2 Moons does resource. Unless there's something in Cody's, or in 2 Moons resource row that can deal with the Fire Spray, I think it's over. And Fire Spray. And that's it. And Codyf13 winning 2 seasons in a row. Now moving on to the top 4 of this season. Congratulations. If you enjoyed that one, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to have more action later today from the Chicago Planetary Qualifier. Real life games, not just on this platform here. So that'll be exciting. Be sure to tune in for that. And I think... when are we starting? About an hour is the official start time. It'll probably be at least a little bit after that. All right. Thank you all for tuning in, and remember to always take the initiative.